Godzilla!
It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not.
Still, we should run like it is Godzilla!
Though it isn't.
No more caffeine for you.
Good morning or good evening. This is
The Dawn.
Geo here, and oh boy, it is such a good time to be a Godzilla fan. So I watched Godzilla Minus One. My local theater was showing it just up the road, so it was easy enough for me to just get there at a walking pace. And my god, easily my second favorite movie of the year. Pretty much knocked out Transformers Rise of the Beast. I mean, I do like that movie, but yeah, character-wise, Godzilla Minus One definitely wins it in a landslide. Still debating whether or not it's the best movie, because my feeling towards best movie of the year is between Across the Spider-Verse or Godzilla Minus One. But I'm an animation guy first, so Spider-Man will be up there as number one. Japan never ceases to amaze me of how good they write their stories. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Godzilla attacks Japan, and our human main lead is trying to redeem himself after not committing to the kamikaze stunt, which unfortunately was a thing during World War II, which is that's also another surprise. I didn't watch that many advertisements for the movie. I just knew it was coming out, and I definitely wanted to watch it. I thought the movie was during modern times, but no, it was shortly after World War II, which I thought was a good idea. Definitely paying homage to the original movie, the black and white one. But to see how technology is so different back then, it's just so interesting. We see Japan repairing themselves after the war, and the next thing you know, this big giant dinosaur lizard thing starts rampaging through Japan. It's basically like Mr. Incredible describes.
Sometimes I just want it to stay saved, for a little bit. I feel like the maid. I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean for 10 minutes?
The problem that people always have with the Monsterverse movies is that the human characters are the weakest part. They're just not interesting, annoying, or just goofy at times.
Go live your life. Get out of here. Come on, son of a bitch.
You serious?
Especially with the later movies, which I'm assuming Godzilla Kong New Empire is going to have. Here in Godzilla Minus One, the writers make sure you bond with the characters. You understand what their goal is. When the times when Godzilla's not on and we just have time for characters just sit down talking or just dealing with everyday life during that time period in Japan. I mean, shit. I got emotional. Got emotional in a Godzilla movie. I don't think I ever got emotional in a Godzilla movie. And now they want to apply this film for the Oscars next year, which I hope it gets some nominations, because damn, they earned it. All the actors do such a fantastic job. The CGI, a $15 million budget, but I also heard it was 30, but doesn't matter. The budget's small compared to what? A $200-300 million American blockbuster film? Like, are you kidding me?
Take fucking notes, Marvel.
The CGI is just fantastic. Even when they use CGI on the boats and some of the airplanes, it just looks so good. The only time I will say to criticize is that the early form that Godzilla takes does look a bit weird. I don't know, maybe because it was early in the movie, or could be a last minute thing. Who knows? He just looked wonky there. And I will say Godzilla when he walks, he definitely walks he walks funny. But I understand why, because that's how he used to walk back in the day when it's a guy in a suit. So, you know, it's more of a homage, really. But holy crap, when you see his eyes, that is the eyes of a killer. Godzilla really wants to freaking murder everyone. Compare him to the Monsterverse version. He just, Jesus Christ. And the movie's making money. It's making money. It's Japan's biggest movie to ever perform in the box office. Why? Because it's good. It's written well. It's emotional. The fact that you actually care about the human characters, especially the main character, how Godzilla has taken a toll on him when he basically haunts his dreams, and that he just sees himself as a failure, as a disgrace, and he believes taking down Godzilla will redeem him and move on with his life. Because you see, during the movie, he just can't move on, and so he just misses opportunities where he could just live a normal, happy life. But it also demonstrates how war fucks with you, and you know, you're just not the same. Also, this is probably the best Godzilla design I've ever seen. It's just, again, the eyes, and his atomic breath is basically him dropping an atom bomb, which I will say, the fact that some people would survive that, because it does happen in the movie, unreal. No way in hell you could survive that. But the way how visually you see how he builds up the atomic breath was so cool. And I just love this movie. This movie's so good. Why can't America have good writers to write good human characters for us to, I don't know, like? But I will say Monarch Legacy of Monsters probably has the best written human characters in the entire Monsterverse. I'm more leaning towards 1950s timeline with Wyatt Russell and his friends. They're a lot more fun. The banter between the three of them are great. Comparing to the modern day, well, not modern day, 2015 timeline, but it definitely has that modern day writing of characters just being obnoxious, and for some reason the brother gets shit on a lot when the sister and the hacker teams up, which, great, a hacker, like we haven't seen one of those before. When Kurt Russell shows up, he basically steals the show, and the banter between him and the youngsters is just so funny. I've only seen 3 episodes so far. I haven't seen episode 4 yet, and episode 5 is coming out today, so I'll probably binge the 2 of them. Maybe my opinions would change, but so far I just love the conspiracy theory stuff. The small parts of Godzilla is fine. I mean, the fact people are complaining that we don't see Godzilla. Come on, guys. It's not called Godzilla. It's called Monarch. You should have at least hindered your expectations, you know? And plus, they might surprise us with a big kaiju battle with Godzilla in the season finale. I think that will be a payoff, and it might visually be glorious to look at. But yeah, I'm basically done. It's I'm just rambling on about how much I love Godzilla Minus One, and I guess briefly talking about Monarch. And yeah, go watch this movie. Go watch this movie. You will not regret it. I know it's in Japanese. I know you gotta read subtitles, but come on, just suck it up and read. It doesn't hurt to read. Otherwise, just grab someone else and they can read it to you, like a bedtime story.
Can you read me a bedtime story?
Of course. Once upon a time, this big lizard attacked everyone.